Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Evening Podcast for March 30th, 2025. Firstly, we've been following the developments in the UK as it navigates its relationships with the US and Europe. The country is at a crossroads, deciding whether to prioritize its relationship with the US or Europe, and whether it's time to reconsider its decision to leave the UA. Secondly, we've been reporting on the devastating earthquake that struck Myanmar, leaving over 200 people dead and many more injured. The international community has rallied to support the affected regions, with the UN warning of a severe shortage of medical supplies and the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies launching an emergency appeal for over $152 million. Lastly, we've been focusing on Japan's efforts to navigate complex political and economic landscapes. The country is discussing corporate donations, with opposition parties urging the ruling bloc to reach an agreement on the issue. Additionally, Japan, South Korea, and China have announced plans to strengthen their trade ties amidst looming US tariffs, while inspiring stories of entrepreneurship and resilience are emerging from Tokyo. These are just a few of the key stories we've been covering. Remember, quality journalism is crucial in times of misinformation and information overload. By subscribing and supporting our work, you help us get the story right and provide balanced, unbiased reporting. Thank you for joining me on the AI Daily Press podcast. Until next time, good night. That's all for now. And that's a wrap. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia has escalated, with reports of increased violence and civilian casualties. The international community is calling for a peaceful resolution, but so far, no agreement has been reached. Secondly, the Trump administration's attempts to expand U.S. influence through aggressive means have backfired, damaging relations with key allies and undermining trust in American leadership. The failed visit to Greenland and the Signal messaging app scandal are just the latest examples of this erratic approach to foreign policy. Lastly, a growing trend in Europe is leaving American businesses feeling the pinch, as consumers turn their backs on American products due to rising tensions between the US and European nations. Boycotts are sprouting up across the continent, with thousands of people joining groups dedicated to promoting European products over American ones. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges of global politics and international relations. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you in-depth analysis and updates as more information becomes available. That's all for tonight. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we took a closer look at the world of finance, where municipal bond fundamentals have remained resilient despite turbulence in the market. With elevated tax collections supporting these bonds, they offer a stable investment option with relatively low volatility. Our advice: don't panic, and remember that a correction is when you lose money, but a bear market is when we all lose money. In another segment, we delved into the realm of international trade, where the United Kingdom is bracing itself for potential tariffs on British goods imposed by the US. The UK government is engaged in last-ditch efforts to persuade President Trump to back off from these threatened tariffs, which could have far-reaching consequences for the global economy. Lastly, we explored the emerging trends in investments, particularly in municipal bond ladders, and their enduring appeal as a stable source of income. We also touched upon the Western Asset Municipal Bond Ladders Q4 commentary, highlighting mixed absolute returns across fixed income spread sectors. That's all for tonight. Remember to stay informed, stay ahead, and always keep a level head when navigating the complexities of the market. And as I always say, where do you stay your money Monday? Tune in tomorrow for more news, analysis, and expert insights on the AI Daily Press. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the mysteries of solar winds with the ESA NASA Solar Orbiter, capturing stunning footage of a helical radial structure extending millions of miles from the Sun. This observation provides valuable insights into the Sun's corona and its impact on space weather events that can affect our planet. Next, we delved into the world of asteroids, discussing the latest research on asteroid 16 Psyche, which is believed to be the remains of a planet that never formed in our solar system. Scientists are eager to learn more about this metal-rich asteroid, which could hold secrets to the formation of our cosmic neighborhood. Lastly, we took a journey through the history of space travel, from its humble beginnings with pioneers like Robert Goddard and Wernher von Braun, to the current commercialization of the industry, led by private companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic. As the industry continues to evolve, it's essential that companies prioritize responsible and sustainable practices as they push the boundaries of space exploration. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the wonders of our universe. Until next time, good night, and keep looking up. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've got a trifecta of tantalizing topics to tackle tonight, folks. Let's dive right in. First off, we're witnessing a seismic shift in the college basketball landscape with the departure of Coach Kevin Willard from Maryland to Villanova. This blockbuster move has sent shockwaves through the sport, leaving many to ponder the implications for both programs. We'll be keeping a watchful eye on how this development unfolds and exploring the potential replacements for the Terrapins. Next up, we're heading into the thrilling Elite 8 stage of the Women's March Madness tournament. The competition is heating up, with powerhouses like UConn, South Carolina, and LSU vying for dominance. We'll be providing you with expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and up-to-the-minute updates on all the action. And finally, we're navigating the twists and turns of the Aaron Rodgers saga in the NFL. The veteran quarterback is weighing his options, with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Minnesota Vikings emerging as potential destinations. We'll be examining the perspectives of all parties involved, from former players to insiders, to bring you the most comprehensive coverage of this developing story. That's a quick rundown of what we've got cooking for you tonight on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curel.
Thank you, Howard. First, we pay tribute to Dawson High School's football team, who lost one of their own, a young player named Dawson, in a tragic accident. We remember his spirit, passion for sports, and the impact he had on those around him. Next, we head into the heart of America to meet Abram, an inspiring individual who has pursued his passions with dedication and perseverance. His story serves as a reminder that hard work and determination can help us overcome obstacles and achieve our dreams. Finally, we take you on a culinary journey through rural America, where we discover a unique wine and chocolate pairing experience at a small, family-owned winery. The winery has partnered with a local chocolatier to create exquisite pairings that will delight your senses. These stories showcase the diversity and richness of life in America, from the highs and lows of community spirit to the pursuit of passions and the celebration of craftsmanship. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to bringing you more stories from the heart of America tomorrow. Good night and goodbye. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Firstly, we explored the complexities of human experience in the digital age through a captivating story that left us with more questions than answers. We delved into the themes of authenticity, connection, and purpose in a world where curated online personas often dominate our social media feeds. Next, we paid tribute to Hollywood legend Richard Chamberlain, who passed away at the age of 89. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Chamberlain was a pioneer for LGBTQA representation in Hollywood, and his courage in sharing his story has inspired countless others. Lastly, we shone a spotlight on renowned Russian director Dmitry Krymov, who is making waves with his latest project. Despite being exiled from his home country, Krimov is working with British actors to create a new performance based on Charles Dickens' classics, aiming to bridge the cultural divide between their nations. These stories showcase the power of art, culture, and human connection in transcending boundaries and sparking important conversations. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the complexities and nuances of human experience. Until then, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, art has the power to change the world, one performance at a time. Thank you for tuning in. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, our article on the decline of bee populations and its impact on other species has sparked a crucial conversation about the need for conservation efforts. We explored how the loss of bees can have a ripple effect throughout entire ecosystems, putting various plant and animal species at risk. Next, we delved into the fascinating world of the black oil beetle, which has a unique life cycle that relies on solitary bees for survival. The National Trust's efforts to restore heathland habitats in Staffordshire are yielding positive results, with an increase in black oil beetle sightings. This story showcases the interconnectedness of species and the importance of preserving ecological landscapes. Lastly, we took a break from environmental topics to explore the world of puzzles and brain teasers, courtesy of the New York Times. From Wordle to connections, strands, and mini crossword, these daily puzzles have become a staple for many, providing a fun and intellectually stimulating way to exercise cognitive skills. With the rise of puzzle communities and auxiliary resources, it's clear that puzzles are not only entertaining but also valuable tools for cognitive development and stress relief. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Hey, until next time, stay informed, keep puzzling, and remember the importance of conservation in preserving our delicate ecosystems. Good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David at Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.